Norwegian scientist who was skeptical, took some microwave devices and literally turned them on himself, and now he suffers from AHI symptoms that we say is what's caused by exposure to this directed energy. It's a strange story, and in fact, I tweeted out this morning in response to that, which was in the Washington Post, I think, first reported. We didn't need to know from a Norwegian in 2024 that this was happening. The United States government invented the technology to begin with. It's been around since the 50s. We've studied the heck out of it, and we've been looking into this in particularly the last few years because of the incidents at the hands of a foreign power, most likely Russia, not necessarily exclusively. So, I mean, this was a I'll say fun with air quotes, right? Fun, silly, kind of dumb story in that sense. Um, but I mean, the creator, I want to say create the Fry effect, which some might know in the science world. Fry's still alive. He's like almost 90. Apparently lives near me actually. And he did the same thing back in the 60s, 50s or 60s, like stood in front of the beams. And the Fry effect is that
He got
being
fried.
exposed to microwaves, you hear sounds, you can hear voices, you hear things, but you're not hearing it. It's just in your head. It's the microwaves are triggering. I don't know enough of the science, but it's triggering things in your brain and in your ears to mimic sound. But like nobody else can hear it.
Sounds a lot like Donald Trump's world. For those who don't understand, what we're talking about is commonly called the Havana Syndrome. And Mark has been involved in lawsuits. For the listening audience, has been involved in lawsuits with it and has investigated it. I've written about it extensively. I find it. Did you also see the article where Donald Trump hinted that maybe or no, in serving the warrant in Venezuela, that we may have used directed energy weapons there?
Yes, and what did he call it? Like a thingamabob or something like that? Discombobulator. I think a discombobulator he
Yeah,
called it. It-
discombobulator is what he
A
called
master
it.
of words. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, dude, stop watching Saturday morning cartoons and just naming these devices. Uh yeah, I mean, look, I think more is going to come out. I've actually questioned for years when we talked about the cover up relating to AHIs. One of the theories that I had, or at least asked, was have we, the United States, used these devices in some capacity, not necessarily in a targeted aspect as weapons, which is what we suspect has been occurring against our diplomatic and intelligence personnel, but for purposes of information extraction or military or crowd use. I mean, the Israelis use a similar device for crowd control, uh,
Disruption.
sonic disruption, whatever you want to call. I mean, again, this isn't new. What's new is the technological advances to be able to power such a device in a smaller context, to be able to bring it with you instead of having a large van or big 18 wheeler that requires a lot of energy. Can you bring it down to a backpack size, or cell phone
Cell phone.
size, whatever? Right? Ray literally has ray guns from science fiction, and that is becoming more and more possible as we advance in technology. So we shall see. I do think that this story is starting to pick up speed, and we're going to get greater information that comes out.